Okay, we'll just wait for people to get in here. Oh, I cannot see stuff while I'm live. Hey, Jeff, is that you?
Yes, it is.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Okay, everybody, I'm just waiting to get some more viewers because I have some updates to give. If you're on Facebook, don't forget. I'm not saying Stevie. Please do not spam my comments. If you're a Facebook user, do not forget to click on the thing that gives you permission to share your name. If you don't want to share your name, I can give permission. I understand, but please put your name before your comment so that when I address you, I know who I'm talking to. Oh, what happened?
I can't spam your comments. So
okay. Hey, Nisha. Okay, guys, my daughter is gonna be in the background. Hold on a minute. Hey, Jason. So I'm still gonna give it a little bit of time for other people to get on. I'm Joe. Don't like Facebook. Well, you actually have a name. It says "Let Freedom Ring," so I know who I'm responding to. Hey, Charisse, Barb, Donna. Hi. Some of it is good. So for those that don't know, I did come home for a couple days. As you can see, one of my kids is here hanging out with me instead of spamming my comment section because she decided to subscribe to the page. Hey, Polish, how are you?
Hello.
So I want to go over a couple things. Okay, so first and foremost, yes, Charisse, private message Jeff. Jeff, I know you're listening here in a little bit. I would like for Charisse to be a guest, I guess. If we can pull her in somehow, since we're in two different spots. So I want to share some information with everybody. Everybody knows that when we started our platform and we started our donation site that we were using DonorBox and Stripe. We're still using DonorBox. However, we ran into some issues with Stripe, and Stripe decided to say that they would not let us use their platform. They said that our company is at a high risk for customer disputes. So they're actually refunding all the donations that went through them onto the donor box. After getting the email, we did change payment methods to PayPal. So I really, really hate to even have to do this. We were hoping that Stripe would go ahead and let us be able to keep what was already made after we made the switch, but they did not. They started refunding everybody, and you guys should start getting those refunds probably today because I did get a message about it. I forwarded her the email that I received where they had said what they said to me, and she was more than happy to redonate through PayPal. So anybody that is a normal donator, just watch your bank statements. If it comes back and you don't want to redonate because it seems, I don't know, weird or whatever, I understand. I get it. Michael, we don't use Give, Send, Go because we have there are certain aspects of information that we have to keep records since we are not for profit. And so I had to utilize a platform that they keep that information for me so that I don't have to personally go through each person and ask for it. They know who to ask for the information and who not to ask for it. So again, I understand if it seems sketchy because a lot of sketchy things have went on throughout this whole process over the last few months, and you don't want to redonate. I apologize for it. Like I said, we are still using DonorBox. Jason is making comments down there. It's just we had to change processing agents. So if you would like to redonate through PayPal, we would definitely appreciate that. If you don't, again, I understand. Unfortunately, it's just something that we ran into where Stripe decided that they didn't want to represent us. Is what it is. It happens, just like every time we find a property, there it goes. So one of the other things I want to talk about is everybody knows that. Okay, Jeff, I seen you just messaged me. I can't get out of here and send a message. If you text it to me, hold on. If you text it to me, I can get it on my iPad and forward it to her on my iPad. Anyway, the other thing I want to talk to everybody about is you guys know a couple weeks ago I had a. Can I help you?
I'm getting ready to leave.
A driver that had some issues getting home from California. Give me a minute. I am. Dun. Okay. I'm multitasking.
Hi.
Okay, I will. Let me multitask this real quick. Charisse, I am sending you a link that will get you in here. Okay.
Is that soup, Mama?
Yes. Oh my Lord. Shh. Sit quietly in the background. Thank you. So when the other driver couldn't get home, we were able to raise him enough money to get him home. So, hi, Michael. So we're reaching out again. I just want to share a message that I received today. I'm going to attempt to do this. Here we go. I think I found it. Let's see how this goes. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to try to read it out loud because it's really small for me. I received this message today. It says, you told me to let you know if I found people that needed help getting back home. So there's a guy named David. The guy that follows me back of the pack and pulls one of my trailers messed up and didn't realize he had over. Okay, so anyway, long story short, you guys can read the message. If you don't catch it all, you can go back and reread it. There are 2 drivers now that need to get home. Terry is completely okay, and now I don't know how to get rid of the banner or the thingy. There we go. Terry is okay, guys. He made it home. Everybody raised enough money to get him home. Now we have 2 more drivers. I did just share the message I received. I sent it to your phone, text message. So both of these drivers have some issues that came up back home that they need to get home. They were under the understanding that TPC was only going to be in California a week or 2 or however long. They didn't think it was going to be this extended, and they thought they would be back in DC by now, and they're not. They learned that they're probably, I don't know the facts. I haven't talked to anybody involved with TPC, so if you have questions about this, you can reach out to them. I was told that they are going to, I believe, North Dakota and then down to Texas before coming home. And we have 2 drivers that need to get home. They've reached out to American Freedom Convoy for help. It's not something that we can just pull and help them with. However, I did say that we would try to help them raise the funds. So with that being said, I'm going to share some cash apps. So this is driver number 1. This is his cash app. Shoot, I don't know if you can read the bottom of it or not. Hold on, let me get on my thing.
Whoa, where'd you get that? Not again.
Okay, so cash app number 1, his tag is "This is mine."
I got him.
Okay, never mind. That's his title. Guys, remember, I'm new at this. I'm not genius. His tag is "Not yours." Okay. That is driver number 1. We are trying to get him from California to Ohio. He lives in Ohio. Driver number 2, her name's Yvonne. However, she does not have a cash app. The mechanic that is riding along, helping them with breakdowns and stuff, has agreed to let us send money to his cash app. Just put in the notes, if you decide to send to help out, just put in the notes it's for Yvonne, and he will get her whatever is set to put towards her. She needs to get from California to Let's see. Let me go. I'm in my text messages to Pennsylvania. So she's a Pennsylvania gal. Hi, Anna.
Anna's on here?
Apparently so.
Hi, Sissy.
I sent it to your phone.
Also, you'll say hi to Mom, but not me.
It should just be a link, Charisse. So if you're trying to get those back up, just go back at the end, fast forward through, and pause. We'll also try and drop. I think Jason agreed to make a post for me. Hey, there she is.
Hi, guys.
Jason agreed to make a post after we get off the live with both Cash App tags. So the post will go up on our Facebook page. And if you guys want to help these two get home, I don't want to debate the topic about who should help and who shouldn't help. Regardless, they are our fellow Americans. They are our fellow patriots. And personally, I'm going to send them each a small amount as well from my personal stuff, not from the organization, because that's just something that we can't help with right now, to try and get them home, because they have been traveling the country for all of us. So those are the two major things. And Soup Mama's on here because we have an announcement we would like to make together. Not really an announcement, but just give you guys an update together. So Soup Mama, if you want to go first and tell them what you're going to be doing on Saturday.
Okay, so what we have decided to do is Saturday, I am going to head to the Connecticut State Rally with some of the people from the American Freedom Convoy. And Nicole, do you want to tell them where you're going to be?
I'm going to be in Indianapolis. So everybody knows I had to come home for a couple of days to take care of some personal stuff. And I needed to be back next week because you guys, I'm going to be a grandma soon. And my daughter's first OB appointment is Tuesday morning. So I was actually going to go back out to Hagerstown today and then try to drive back to Indiana Monday, stay Tuesday for the appointment, and go back to Hagerstown on Wednesday. After talking to Soup Mama, she was like, hey, I got this over here. Spend some time with your kids and I'll see you next week. So they're going to head to Connecticut. I'm going to head to my state capital. I've already talked to some of the organizers here and they're excited. I'm going to make an appearance in Indianapolis and I'm going to go to my daughter's first OB appointment and we're going to meet back up next Wednesday.
Yep, and we're going to head to Connecticut.
So my weirdo daughter here is sitting next to me and watching us on YouTube.
And like I said, the other bunch of us, we're going to go to Connecticut and support the state capitol rally there, as a lot of the people from the Soup Mama Kitchen are based up in that area, up in that state, and we want to show our love and support on a state capitol rally day. So we will be posting routes very soon on the Soup Mama official page. So if you'd like to join us or meet up with us along the way, we would love to have your company to convoy up to Connecticut. And I will be, there is a post that does include a whole bunch of different state capitol rallies. So if you don't know where to go, you can check that thread on the Soup Mama official page. I do have a bunch of them. And if you have some flyers for one, please post it in the comments so that other people can join in with you.
Yes, Jared, I can see you. And hey, tag me in that post with your route when you make it, and I'll share it on all of our pages as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I said, this should be really fun because we'll be able to split up and be in two different locations for two different really great rallies.
Have you heard? Because I think Jersey J is going to New Jersey
for
the rally. Yes. Have you heard if any live streamers are going to be with you guys, so our people know who they can watch for?
I don't know, but I will try and find out and get that posted on the page as soon as I can. Like I said, I do know that they've got a lot of stuff planned for up that way. So we'll be headed up there. We are going to be leaving on Friday. We are going to make it a 3-day trip, leave on Friday, rally on Saturday, and then head back on Sunday to the DC area. So like I said, if you're interested in convoying up to Connecticut, we are going to post that route in different approximate times that we plan on being places, so you can come out and join along if you'd like.
Did we hear Wisconsin's big news for their rally? No, Donna, tell us. And Jared, would you like to put up my will be headed up there announcement? Jared, I don't know what you're talking about, but yes, if you send me something, sure. Leela, do you think it would be okay to? Oh, yes, definitely, guys. Okay. All of these rallies are going to be kid friendly.
Oh,
Every
yeah, absolutely.
single thing that we have ever done, we welcome families. We make sure that it's safe for kids to be there. Leela, as a matter of fact, I will probably have one or two of my kids that will be in Indianapolis. Definitely this crazy one here.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see, Vicky, it is the same platform. It is still Donor Box. However, we just switched payment methods. So instead of using Stripe, we are there. It's called a processing agent. I had to go back and look at Jason's post. So Stripe refused to process our payments. They said that it was too high risk for what's the word? Basically disputes, that when people would in their words, people would donate and then they would dispute it. That's what they were worried about. So they refused to process the payments. They refunded everybody. We've had no issues out of PayPal. We've gotten no bad emails about them. As a matter of fact, they've actually sent me more information on how we could promote even more with like push button stuff that I'm not smart enough or capable enough to handle up here because I don't understand this stuff.
Yeah, we're still learning, so.
Okay, Jared's going to the Wisconsin rally, he says.
Yep.
That'll
There are
be
quite a
nice.
few.
We have a great group of patriots here in Wisconsin. So, guys, I want to tell you guys that I spoke with one of the Wisconsin leads tonight. He is a good friend of mine. And if you're in Wisconsin, go. For real. Like, the people that are putting it together out there, I don't know all their names, but like I said, one of the leads is a personal friend of mine. He is amazing. If Jared's going to be there, he's been a friend of mine since the beginning of this. He helped plan and organize since the beginning. He's a great guy. Make sure you go shake his hand. And Vicky, you're welcome. Like I said, we really hate to even have to do that because it's honestly, let's just face it, it's kind of embarrassing that a company was like, oh, we're not going to represent you. But it is what it is, Saturday evening from 7-Eleven to 7:21 p.m. Jared, that is a strange time. At 7-Eleven, that's like going to the gas station. I'll be there at 7-Eleven. Not making fun of you, Jared. I'm just saying that's weird. Normally people are like on the hour, on the quarter hour mark, or on the 30 mark. So 7-Eleven is just a weird time to me. Iowa. And Iowa has great people too. I honestly, I don't think that I could name a state that I probably don't know someone that's going to be there at this point, except for maybe Alaska and Hawaii, to be honest.
There are great patriots all across the nation.
Yes, and we've met them. We've met all these people that are organizing this stuff. So it's really exciting to be able to share what they have going on. And I wish that and I know Sue Mama does too. I wish that I could be at every stinking rally.
I know. And they're all on the same day this weekend. So it makes it really hard to pick and choose where you want to go. But like I said, we've decided to go to Connecticut, and Nicole's going to be there in her home state. So that's going to be totally awesome that we'll be able to be two different places supporting those state capitals. It's so important that everybody gets out to support. It really is.
Yes. General Flynn will be speaking at Wisconsin.
Wow.
That's exciting. Wow. I didn't know that.
That is very exciting.
Missouri, Jefferson City. Facebook user who I don't know your name, planning on being in Indianapolis Saturday. That's exciting. That means I'll get to meet you. Everybody wants to go out to Indy. It starts at 1 p.m. at the Capitol. I do know. Hold on. From what? There? No. I do know that I believe TPC and another group are meeting in Canby, and they are doing, I believe it's the Indiana Freedom something. They are doing a convoy around 465. Half of them are going all the way around. The other half is branching off and coming straight into the Capitol. I've opted, Canby's on the other side of Indy. I've opted out of that part of it. So anybody that joins me in Spiceland to ride into Indianapolis, just know that I've opted out of the Indianapolis bypass. So we're just going to meet up with the group at the Capitol steps at 1:00. Hey, Robin. Michael says I get Nicole. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Michael gets to ride with me. So Michael's
That's
great too.
awesome.
He has actually, Michael, you did 3 states with me, didn't you? Was it, I think it was Illinois and Ohio and Indiana. Or did you? I don't think you did Michigan. I know you did at least 3 states with me. Or maybe it was Indiana, Michigan, Ohio. Anyway, he's a great patriot. He's stepped up to the plate, started spreading the word for us, went out of his comfort zone. I love talking to him. What time in Spiceland will you be there? Julie, I'm going to show up at 11:00 and we will head out at noon. It is only like a 35-minute drive from there to Indianapolis. So we're going to leave at noon. Oh, you went to Indiana, Ohio. I was thinking you were in one of the other states with us. Hey, Robin. So are there any questions for me or Soup Mama? Because otherwise we'll just sit here and chit chat about how great everybody is all freaking night.
I'm like actually just figuring out how to find the chat, so that's kind of exciting.
I want to know how you got like this vignette or whatever it's called, like around your picture.
Well, I'm in my car and it's my map light.
Oh, like it's so cute. Like you got that, like that light, a circle around you.
It's giving me a halo or something. I don't know. It's kind of cool.
It's super cute.
Let's see if I turn it. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just my phone. I thought it was my map
turned
light.
off my backlight because it's like one of those LED and it's like super bright and it looks like the sun is like glaring past my head. And I was like, oh man, that's not good. Yeah, like an aura. Robin said.
Yeah, exactly. It looks angelic. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. It's kind of weird because I can only read the chat. Like I have to if I hit the comments like for the chat, it fills up my whole screen and then I can't see anything. So it's kind of weird, but that's kind of cool. I didn't realize I could see the chat.
Yeah, chat. Hey, Jason, real quick. I know you did the math on approximately how much money both of these drivers would need. Could you drop that in this comment section as well? Can you please not do this? That's annoying. Just so that everybody can get an idea of how much money we're trying to raise for these 2 drivers. And again, guys, we are actually not raising it on our donation platform to send to them. We are asking that you send directly to the drivers.
Correct.
Not through us. What's that kid doing with the phone? She's watching my YouTube channel on her phone. She's odd, guys. I love her, but she's odd.
Yeah. Well,
okay,
that's
so
good,
$650 for David and about $1,000 for Yvonne to get back to Pennsylvania. So that's what we're looking at, trying to join forces with everybody, with the American people, and try and raise them some money. So every little bit.
And right. And it's not about which convoy or anything like that. It's just about helping out your fellow patriots and trying to get them home. As you know, everybody wants to be able to go home at some point. So, we're just going to try and give them a hand and help them get there.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. We do it for anybody that's, really stuck in a bind like that, that's been out on the road like that and really fighting for freedom. So, it's really important that we all support each other and it's all about community. So
exactly.
Yep. So please consider donating to them, guys. What?
Nisha's telling Stevie hi in the comments section, and I told her not to get Stevie going. $10 and 100 pounds, we can do it. I don't know what the 100 pounds has to do with it, but yeah, if a few people could donate $10, we could come up with it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're giving free McRibs at McDonald's.
I don't know about that. We'll have to check into that.
Yeah, like no joke. I'm about to start calling McDonald's and be like, I heard you get ribs and just for the convoy.
Yeah, like, do you see my truck? It's all painted yet. It still has a flag hanging off the back.
I probably have the most patriotic car in my hometown right now. Someone said I'd gladly give 100 pounds if I.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. These comments are great.
What part of Indiana do I live? I am kind of like central Indiana. I live about 35, 40 minutes outside of Indianapolis. Yeah, like if I gave away 100 pounds, I'd be nothing. Gone.
Oh,
yeah. $10 though for each one. I can do that for sure. Let's like do a challenge, guys. I'll first it. I got $10 for each driver.
Yeah, I can do $10 for each driver.
Huh?
I'll do $10 for each driver.
Right.
So
look,
yeah.
we just said $20 for each driver right there between the two of us.
Absolutely.
Excuse you. What? I knew going live from my house was a terrible idea. But hey, it's a good idea for all the people that said that I was a grifter. I'm at home.
Oh, terrible thing.
Okay, I'm
People
not
say terrible things.
40 minutes north of Indy. So I am east. I'm also directionally challenged, but I'm east of Indy. The links for the driver donations, Jason made a post about it. I believe probably on the official page. So it has both of their Cash App links in the post.
And I'll make sure I post that on my page too. That way you guys can find it off my page as well.
Yes.
So I'll post that when we're done here.
Anybody all you guys that are talking about being close to Indy or your distance from Indy, I will be. I don't ask that. I'm not saying you have to join me to ride in a convoy, or any of that. If you want to, yes, I will love to have you. However, if you just want to be in Indy to be part of the rally, it does start at 1 p.m. Soup Mama, what's the best kind of soup?
Well, I wonder if it's to eat or to make. So my favorite soups are cream soups to eat.
Cream of tomato.
Cream of mushroom actually is one of my favorites. But one of my favorites to make is actually my dad's favorite, which is beef barley soup. That's one of my favorites to make. So
I like beef stew.
Yeah, beef stew is really good too.
Am I close to Anderson? I am, guys. I don't even care anymore because like I have figured out that people can background check me. I live in Newcastle, Indiana. I live in Newcastle. So yes, I'm close to Anderson. Yes, Donna, potato soup on a peanut butter sandwich.
What? Seriously, potato soup on a peanut butter sandwich?
I don't know why potato soup and peanut butter go so good together, but they do. It's like tomato soup and grilled cheese. Like, no joke. I eat peanut butter chili too, yo.
I don't know about all that. Maybe I'll have to try it and see how that works out. But
yeah. You should try.
I mean, I'll make you potato candy. I can do that. That's potato and peanut butter.
So it's got it. Then I've never had potato candy, so now I got to try that.
Yeah. Potato candy is something my grandparents taught me how to make. It's actually pretty cool.
Make me some.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good recipe. So I'll have to make that for you at one of these points.
From Carol in South Carolina, loved your video at the doctor's office. Oh, thank you. I've actually gotten a lot of negative feedback on that, and that is completely okay, because everybody's right. They have a right to ask me to put on a mask. The issue that I ran into and the legality that they're going to run into, guys, is that in order to refuse service over the mask, because they did have it posted on the door, they should have refused as soon as I walked in. I walked in maskless. I actually have a recording of the beginning too. I just didn't share that either. Excuse me, please stop. Either sit down and behave or go in the other room. Thank you. I went in, I registered my daughter. I was maskless. She was maskless. They never asked me to put on a mask. We've been sitting in the waiting room about 10 minutes, and a gal come over and she asked me, did I have a mask? And I said, yes, but we will not be wearing them today. Thank you very much. And she never said another word. We made it all the way through check-in, sitting in the office. We did all of her vitals all the way into the room. The doctor came in, and I will, I have no problem saying out loud because nobody knows who her doctor is and they can't harass her. The doctor was actually in agreement with me. And she even warned me that when I left, she knew that they were going to give me a problem. And I said, that's okay. I don't mind. They cause a scene. I'm going to give it back to them. So, my kid kills me too. I get white hair every day. So I honestly wish that I started recording just a little bit late. It took me a minute to get my phone out and start recording again, because one of the first things that I actually said to them, so when I first walked out, none of them even had their masks on. They all had all the office personnel had their masks down on their chin, and they had the audacity to ask me to put a mask on. And I told him again, I was very polite. I said, no, thank you. I said, if you actually look up the FDA and the CDC and you dig deep into what a mask really is to there, it's actually an experimental medical device. And my child, myself, will no longer be part of a government experiment. And not only that, but you guys didn't have your masks on. So I just kind of feel like that's a little hypocritical. And so at that point, that's when I finally got my phone out and started recording, because she got a little angry with me. So it was a good time to record. But it's okay, no worries. If they don't, if they want to refuse service to my daughter, we'll go elsewhere. I'll call around till I find somewhere that doesn't need a mask. Anybody that thinks my daughter is going to die if I don't put a mask on her, you're wrong. Her medication is for ADHD. The only thing it's going to do if she doesn't get her medicine is drive me batshit crazy and drive her teachers insane. We'll be fine. We will all live without her medication.
No, we won't.
Okay.
Mom's going to die.
So it's, she's not like got a disability or handicap in the fashion that, she needs heart medicine or liver medicine. She needs Ritalin bad. So it is what it is. Excuse me, stop. Donna said she knows where lots of potatoes are. Oh,
Yeah.
Potatoes?
Yeah, to make potato candy. And you need peanut butter too, and I know where lots of that is.
Yeah, we got potatoes and peanut butter out the butt. No, I'm not in Wisconsin. I'm in Indiana.
With me.
And Soup Mama is in Maryland at the moment, but lives in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
So Carol, yes, I agree with you. And I'm going to tell you guys now that when I walked out, if you watch the video, you hear me make a comment that it's a form of government control, that we're being tested. There were actually like 5 or 6 people in the waiting room, and you could tell that every one of them, all eyes were on me. And I didn't mind. I didn't mind, because if at least one person heard me and decided to throw their mask in the trash that day, that's great. And I don't even care if they throw it away. If one person stands up and says, you know what, she don't want to wear a mask, she should choose. I get to wear mine if I want. That's all we care about. But I can also tell you that every single lady that was behind the desk, not only did they have masks on, but there's plexiglass to protect them too, mind you. Okay. So no matter what, they're protected from this thing that they're trying to hide from. None of them girls said anything to me. Their eyes were like this big, and you could tell they almost wanted to like be on my side. I'm not gonna lie, the looks on their faces, like they're like, you tell them, we're tired of this. It was actually some gal out of like HR that was out there talking to me like she was my mom, and that's not okay, because she's not. Yes, I'm afraid of spiders.
Ew. Those are nasty little creatures that crawl in your nose and mouth at night and lay eggs.
Oh my goodness.
The education. Donna, are you in Wisconsin? Jump cut. I just posted a video where the doctor's office requires masks. And it's if you're gonna jump in here and try and like say there aren't mandates and stuff, you're wrong. Philadelphia, they're back to indoor, right? Yep. So Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, they went back to mandating indoor mask wearing. All of the campuses in Washington, D.C. have went back to indoor mask wearing. Lots and lots of places are still enforcing the masks, guys. And I also just shared a post. I think I shared it on my personal page. I guess I could share it to the AFC page, where I went onto the FDA website, because, I like to research. I like to know facts before I say them. And I highlighted the areas that say that the surgical masks don't protect against airborne things. It's a liquid barrier, guys. It's for spit, blood, like it. Yeah, if you cough, like, it's going to stop your droplets, but when you're coughing out into the air and you have the virus, it's still going to get through that mask, and even the N95s. So just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, spiders are scary as heck. Milwaukee school dropped the masks and reinstated the very next day. Guys, let's not be surprised.
I can't see any
Yep.
of the.
And that's why the ending the emergency declaration is so important, guys. So that they can't keep reinstating these mandates. They can't just say, "Oh, okay, well, we're done for now," and then, "Oh, well, now you got to do it again." The point is to take away that declaration so that we don't have to go through that.
So the declaration also, for those of you that aren't familiar with how that system works, because you hear a lot of we need to fight state level, and that is fact, because every state can say we're not following that. Every single one. So you have
Right.
the national declaration, which is the top tier, and then underneath of it you have the state of emergencies, which each state, except for maybe Florida, because DeSantis rocks, let's just face it, issue their state of emergency. So the federal level, the declaration gives the states the powers to have the state of emergency. The state of emergency gives the counties the power to do their own county by county mandates.
Right.
If we can get rid of that national, then the states and the counties, no, they're null and void. They don't have that power anymore to do that. And what all these things are doing is on a national level, it's giving our president the ability to sign things without going through Congress. And it's doing the same thing on a state level with state of emergencies. Instead of going through your state reps, it goes straight to the governor, and the governor is able to issue these executive orders.
Correct.
So it's very important to have pressure both on the states and at a national level. If you can get
Yeah.
your state to drop them, that is amazing. That means that your state says we aren't listening to that.
Yeah.
But the federal level is what gives the states the power to do that. So
Yeah.
just a little education for those that aren't familiar with how it works. It's a tiered system, just like government.
Yep. And you have to fight it on all fronts. You can't just do one, you have to do them all. So all branches are very important to make sure you're making your voice heard. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why me and Soup Mama, we've decided to keep pushing out in the DC area, because we
Yeah.
feel we the people have built in the states very well. If we can just keep the pressure on the states, and also keep a group over that keeps pressure on a national level, it could turn out to be, ginormous, and work. And the reason I shared the video that I did today, if you guys read through the story time that I posted with it, is that the way that the government works is they'll take away little by little. They don't come in and say, "Oh, we now have full control." They do it a little piece at a time. They say, "We're going to do this, we're going to pass this law, we're going to take this away from you," and it doesn't hit you that what they're doing is wrong, unless you're like a super pay attentioner. But for years I was not. I just started figuring this out recently, and I'm talking. Thank you.
It's taking one link out of the chain, the chain leash at a time. It's like you have a dog on a chain and you keep taking out one link at a time, one link at a time, one link at a time, and sooner or later there's nowhere for that dog to go. And that's
Right.
exactly what they do with our rights and freedoms. They chip at it a little bit at a time. They take a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, and sooner or later you're just conditioned, oh, well, if I give this up, we're going to be safe. There is no such thing as safe. There's no guarantees, guys. That's what faith is for,
And
so.
with that being said, one of the things that me and Soup Mama have talked about, and I've been pretty vocal about it at any rallies that I've spoke about, is that in order for us to fight them with what they're doing to us, we need to do the same thing to them. And that's why I felt like it was important to share that video and share their phone number and ask everybody to call them and tell them that it was wrong. Because a wise man who is watching me today told me that make your enemy your ally. And he's right. So what I'm hoping to gain by sharing that video, and if you don't agree with me, that's okay. We're all allowed to have an opinion, is that people see that and then they see that phone number and they say, you know what? I by picking up my phone. Let me call. Let me talk to HR. Let me tell them that I'm displeased with what I just seen. Let me tell them that I'm not okay with that policy. And so by doing that, we are putting pressure on a company. And when you put pressure on a company, after you put enough pressure on them, they're going to get tired of it. And they're going to say, you know what? We are tired of people not being okay with this. We are tired of people harassing us. We're tired of people bothering us. And so they'll start pushing back at whoever, quote, oversees them. And it starts going up that ladder, up that ladder, up that ladder. So you chip back at the small things by chipping back at the companies that are forcing the mandates, and hopefully that helps push us along. Like, I've called school systems, I have called state houses, I have talked to representatives that are not even my representatives, and I tell them out the gate, I'm from Indiana, but I'm here representing your people. I'm here speaking on behalf of people that have asked me to be here that are residents of your state. I have reached out to companies, I have left voicemails. Any little tiny place that has these mandates, if we could get 30, 40 people a day calling them, they'll start pushing back higher up their ladder and saying, we don't want this anymore, give them what they want. And so in the long run, that's making your enemy your ally, because now they are working for you. They're pushing, like in the instance of the doctor's office, they're going to start pushing back and saying, we want to quit making patients wear these. They're displeased. We're getting calls every day. And so they're going to push back at the next tier and say, get rid of this policy. So that's what we're hoping for. We want to chip back. The government chips at us. We want to chip back.
Yep.
Let's see. Let me catch up on some comments. Moments. She asked if you were doing DC or Annapolis. So do you want to recap what you're doing this weekend?
Okay, so this weekend I am actually going to be headed to Connecticut to their state rally. So there's a couple of us heading up from the Maryland area. I will be posting the routes very soon. But we are headed up to Connecticut for their rally on the 30th. We will be making 3 days out of it. So we'll be traveling on Friday. And then Saturday will be the rally, and then we'll be traveling back to DC on Sunday. So, like I said, I will post those routes on the page as soon as we have them completely hammered out, which shouldn't be too long. Hopefully tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, we'll have that ready to go and get that posted up for you guys.
And then let's see. Glenn says convoy coming through North Dakota ? Montana too ? We freaking love and support the convoy. Well, the convoy, you too. We have convoys in every single state on Saturday.
Yes.
I cannot give you the specifics for North Dakota or Montana, but what I can tell you is that on Saturday there will be convoys in your capital, convoys of people that live within your state, or maybe even your neighboring state that your state capital might have just been closer than theirs. Whatever state capital y'all can get to it on Saturday.
Exactly.
That is a nationwide event. I think Canada is also correlating. Is that the right word?
Collaborating? I don't know. Correlate? I have no idea. Coordinating.
Yes.
There is just so you guys know, on the Soup Mama official page on Facebook, there is a thread that does have a lot of the state capitals that I was able to get flyers for posted. There are a bunch more posted in the comments. I have not had a chance to check it because I actually I've been pretty busy today, so I haven't had a chance to check it in a while, but I do know people were posting those in the comments as well, some of the other ones that I didn't have. So if you're not sure where to go, there is kind of a list going on right now on the Soup Mama official post that you can kind of check out, see if there's something nearby that you can join in.
Yes. And I'll go through and I will copy and paste on our page so that we have the same information. I want to do a recap real quick because this whole live was centered around helping two of our fellow patriots.
What?
We have two drivers who are out in Cali. They rode out to Cali with the big convoy. We all thought they would be back in sooner than they have been. However, they haven't made it back yet. They found a lot of side missions to go on. And so they're utilizing that and dropping in places that people are asking them to drop into. That's okay. But we do have two drivers that make it home. Right. And so we decided to go live to ask for fellow patriot help. Their cash apps are in another post and was kind enough to I do believe that we needed to raise approximately $650 for the driver named David and approximately $1,000 for the driver Yvonne.
Yep.
So me and Mama, who I almost said, we already both are to do $10 each,
Yep.
and we're hoping that you guys will just if we can just spare $20 and help them get home, guys. They need to go home. They need to make money, like all of us. And they've been out here for you guys out there. They were in DC. They convoyed with us in DC. I couldn't tell you which convoy they were in DC. Doesn't matter, but they were there. They're viewed now officially 2 maybe a month and a half.
Wow. I don't know, Nicole. I don't know if it's my service or yours, but you're really cutting out.
It's probably it's probably the FBI. They're probably like, let's ruin this.
Yeah, I don't know, something. You were really cutting out there, but like I said, we just want to try and help them get home, guys, like we would any patriot that's out there doing some freedom fighting and doing some convoying. Like I said, they've been a great asset to the convoy, and we do want to try and get them. Oh, it is Nicole. It was Nicole breaking up. Okay. So Nicole, it was definitely your end, honey. But yeah, we just want to try and get them
my kid
home.
stealing all the internet somehow with the Wi-Fi.
That may be.
Okay, so back to some questions. Michael asked, are there convoys from states going to DC? I'm not sure if anybody's going to convoy into DC on Saturday.
I didn't see anything.
For property. I know that once we get that property, we have convoys ready and waiting
Yes.
to come. Jim Fitzgerald asks, is Jersey J still part of the American Freedom Convoy? Jersey J live streams at any single event that he can get to, guys. Jersey J is recognized by multiple convoys. He does live stream for us. Yes, he does when we do events, and he's there. And yes, he has stayed and hung out with us a lot in Hagerstown. Yes, he's part of our American Freedom Convoy family. Yes, he is.
Yes.
However, I do believe that he is going to Jersey for their state capital, and he's going to live stream from there.
Yep, that was the plan last I heard earlier, or I mean late last night. That was his plan to go to Jersey. What?
I was talking to one of the girls that left a comment. Her son was asking if we're going to have any semis in Indianapolis, and I do know we will have at least one. So yes, he loves the horns. He's a cute little boy.
Aww.
30th, there's a rally in Richmond, Virginia. Yes, Kevin, there is a rally in every single state capital on the 30th, guys.
Yep. So
Marcus told he cannot collaborate with other Wisconsin freedom groups. So sad, as Wisconsin freedom fighters were in this fight way before the convoys rolled. I don't have any answers when it comes to TPC. We don't answer for them.
No, but we encourage you to support whatever convoy you feel compelled to support, guys. We don't draw party lines around here. Look, if you want to support and you want to stand up, join where you can. And
we support everybody. We don't care what your name is. We don't care what convoy you're with. We love y'all.
Yep, that's exactly right. It's about the movement.
Just like some freedom fighter group. We are with you. We're with everybody. I hope that I'm not breaking up anymore. Hello, beautiful ladies. It's definitely the FBI, probably. Is there a link to the truckers? We shared it in oh crap. She's on YouTube. Hold on. I'm going to put it up on my end really quick.
There you go.
So if you have a pen, piece of paper, jot it down. This is the link for Yvonne. And guys, when you donate to this, just make a note in your donation. It is for Yvonne. It is to help Yvonne get home. Yvonne does not have a Cash App, and Eric was kind enough to say that we could Cash App the money to him and he would get it to Yvonne. So that would be hashtag Eric the Mechanic 2022. Or I'm sorry, not hashtag, money sign, whatever. Eric the Mechanic 2022. That is for Yvonne. For David, it is, let me get rid of my banner real quick so I can see the bottom. So for David, it is money sign, not yours, okay. That is for David. And like I said, we need to raise approximately $650 to get David home. He's going from California to Ohio, and approximately $1,000 for Yvonne. She's going from California to Pennsylvania. Let me see. Look, I'm still learning how to do all this stuff. There we go.
Well, you're doing pretty good there.
Cindy Golden, TBC pulling a lot of shenanigans, losing a lot of supporters. I'm sorry that you feel that way. We're not biased. We love everybody.
That's right. We have a lot of convoy brothers and sisters and family, and we love everybody. I can't wait to see some of them return to the East Coast, and hopefully some of them come back once we have our staging area ready to go. I am looking forward to that reunion. And actually, what's really cool is being at the state capitol rallies, especially, we know we're going to see them. When we were in Harrisburg, we saw a lot of great patriots that we've known from Hagerstown, from other places. And it's always fantastic to have everybody together at a rally. It feels like a family reunion. It was so exciting. And I am really excited for this weekend because I think there's going to be a lot of great rallies going on, a lot of really awesome patriots out there using their voices. It is going to just be an amazing, amazing weekend.
So I just learned that Jersey J had a poll on his channel today for people to vote to see if he'll be in New Jersey or Delaware.
Yes, I did hear that, but it was at that point, it was like when I talked to him last, it was like 80% was New Jersey.
Okay, so we'll see that poll. Let's see. Does Sue Mama's fingernails hamper work in the kitchen? No, they're actually not in the kitchen. I've watched. Just saying.
Yeah, no, I'm really good about not chopping them up, guys. Just saying. I like them too much.
Facebook user says even Illinois, or maybe it's Evan, Illinois. I don't know. I'll be there in my semi. Indiana or what state? What state are you going to with your semi? Is it on Facebook? The link is on Facebook, but I did just share it. If you have to, after this is over, you can go back through and watch the video. It's posted in the beginning as well. Can any of the other convoys help y'all get a place? If they wanted to, then yes, but there's a lot of stipulations in place that go with that. Because it involves a lot of legalities, and I want to make sure that we have our ducks in a row when we do it. So you can't just go just any place. Right. So there's certain aspects that need to be there. Like it's got to be safe for semi parking. It has to be zoned for being able to stay there. We got to be able to get porta pots in there. If they don't have a working bathroom, we'd have to work out. Yeah, it's got to be on the road has to be accessible for trucks. We have liability.
Parking has to be accessible for trucks too.
Do what?
The parking has to be accessible for trucks too. You can't just have an open field because they'll tear it up.
Anywhere.
Right.
Okay. Facebook says we are all standing for the same thing. Yes, we are. Let's see. Countryman, hello from upstate New York. Loved your Pennsylvania rally. Been following you in the Hagerstown group since the beginning. Actually been convoy since Ottawa. Well, awesome. We loved the Pennsylvania rally too. That was a really good rally, guys.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So if you didn't get a chance to see it, it was live streamed. Nicole did live stream it. So you can go back and watch the live stream from Nicole. It was a blast. There were a lot of people there. And thank you for your support. That's really awesome. Yeah. I know Nicole and I have talked, we've both been following the convoy since Canada too. So it's always great to meet another person that has been watching from the very beginning. So
someone said, let's not bring TPC's drama in here. We're definitely not trying to bring their drama for all of the convoys. And that's why I always say, if somebody brings up about TPC specifically, they need to talk to them, not us. We welcome them back when they come back. If they want to join us and we have a property and they don't, they're more than welcome to join us. We welcome everybody. Is this the convoy that's renting a storefront with a parking lot? No, we have not rented any property yet. Does that violate health regulations? It's all right because God, you know what? Here's my thing. Even if her fingernails violate health regulations, she's not cooking for a restaurant and she's not selling her food. And let's be honest here, I drop food on the ground and I pick it up and eat it. So her fingernails really can't be worse than that. So
The truth is that we kind of have a rule. So the soup kitchen or the soup mama kitchen has always been outside, guys. Now, are we very clean and try and follow health regs to the best of our abilities? Absolutely. Is everything up to temperature and all that other stuff? Absolutely. And not one person, not one has gotten sick this entire time. So please, I do really consider that somewhat offensive when somebody kind of mentions something like that. We are very careful about that. And I would never, never, ever in a million years want to get anyone sick in any way, shape, or form. So we are very, very careful about that. But at the same time, it is an outdoor camp kitchen. So health food regulations are kind of, one of those things. I'm not selling anything. I'm just donating my time and effort, guys, to put the stuff together. And like I said, there's elements outside. So the wind blows dirt around and there's things that you can't control. So we always tell people if you don't want to take those kinds of chances, please don't take anything, but you're more than welcome. And there's always prepackaged items and things like that for anybody that's, hungry.
and I really do pick up my food off the ground and eat it. So her nails. Okay. So country says I'm a 32-year recently retired public transportation worker. I worked through the beginning of the pandemic, so I have concerns related to everything you're doing. Countryman, you are more than welcome to send me a private message if you want to discuss it. You can follow either one of us on Facebook. I have American Freedom Convoy Official. You can find me on there. And Soup Mama has Soup Mama Official. I'm kind of new to this live streaming, so I don't know if you can message me on YouTube or not, but find a way to connect with Carol. Lawmakers will be at their respective capitals to see these rallies. I do know I have heard rumors that some will be, but I don't know the exacts on everything. I'm not going to lie to you. Any news on the bikers coming? Last I knew, the bikers were that talk. People were confused. It was not the United States. It was Ottawa that the bikers were going to be going. Any progress on a location? Yes, actually, we're hoping. I have somebody I actually have to go meet with when I get back to Hagerstown next week. So fingers crossed. Okay. Nicole live stream it, and I did too. Yes. Yes. I actually met Moments 5808. She's another live streamer, and I got to meet her the other day. It was freaking cool. We were live streaming each other. Bikers like biker gangs. Yeah, I don't think so. I've got trolls. I always have trolls. It's okay. They make it fun. Okay, everyone loved saying that. Yes, that is a big thing. I don't think I ever heard any complaints out of her food. Any. Someone else said she always has great food. It's awesome. They want to know if you're a professional chef in your normal life. Define normal life first off.
Yeah, normal life. Yeah. So pre-convoy, no, I don't run a kitchen anymore. I did years ago. I ran a kitchen. But no, I do not run a kitchen anymore. I was waitressing yet. And I do plan on going back at some point. I know my boss and my girlfriends are anxiously awaiting my return. Um, but no, I actually I have 5 sons, so the majority of my cooking was done at home, and that's where I do a lot of it, and I cook in big batch there. So that's kind of more my. I mean, like I said, I've been in food service for a long time, but
someone said 3-second rule. So I started out like that, and then I kind of went to 5-second rule, and now I'm just kind of like I pick it up and I brush it off, and I'm like, God made dirt, it don't hurt, and I eat it anyway. So I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Countryman says I'm actually involved locally and state and federal. I have a daily calls and emails consistently, and actually get calls daily from elected officials from both parties. I would love to talk more to you about what you have going on. CZ Martin, I think it's a good strategy to have convoys on the East and West Coast. And once the American convoy gets settled, it will be great. I agree with you. It is,
yeah,
I think it's very important we have not just East and West Coast, but everywhere.
Yeah, at every state capital. We need the pressure at the states, guys. States are more powerful than the federal government. Our Constitution was designed that way. So please remember that your states have more power than the federal government.
And Michael says, "Who cares about regulations? Your love means more."
Aw, thank you, Michael. That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Isaac, the bikers in Florida. So I do have a connection with one of the Florida leads. However, they are not planning on going up to DC right now. So I don't know maybe if they're linked up with the Florida convoy. But I'm sure that if something exciting goes from Florida to Washington, I will know about it because I have direct contact with them. As long as bikers are recreational, not the biker gang kind. Well, there's all kinds of different biker gangs. I mean, it is what it is. There's good ones and bad ones. As long as they're good ones, I'm good. If they're like, crazies, no, I'm not.
We are looking for peaceful protesters, guys, peaceful protesters. And that applies across the board. It doesn't matter, what you're wearing on the outside. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter what party you vote. Okay. We are looking for people who are willing to peacefully protest for their rights. Okay. That's what we're looking for. And that is why when we do have our new location, we will have a code of conduct. That is something that's very important to us because we are looking for the kind of people that are willing to be peaceful. That is, law abiding
and
protest.
put in the work. Like,
Yes.
no offense, I want to hang out with everybody, but this isn't going to be a big hangout camp session. We have a lot of things that we want to utilize and that we want to work out. So you have to be willing to put in the work and the effort and not think that you're just going to show up for vacation, because
no.
that's part of our code of conduct, is that you'll participate in events. That does not mean if you don't agree with it, you don't have to participate, but you're not out there just on vacation. It's not a spot to park your
You're
camper.
volunteering or right. You're helping out in some capacity.
Let's see. We have so many convoys. Just found another one called Patriots Forest Convoy. Join as many of these groups as you can. I'm excited. I find coming across new groups all the time. I'm like, ooh, let me join this one.
Yeah, I know, and I like getting the group requests too because people send me all kinds of great groups, and then, you have access to all kinds of information that way that you may not necessarily get otherwise. So it is really important to stay on top of that, guys.
Oh, David, you're welcome. So David, that we're trying to help get home, he jumped in and said I should, because so honestly, David, when you're on Facebook, if you don't sign a release for it to give me your name, it just says Facebook user. So unless you type your name, but he said he really appreciates that we're trying to help him out. And David, no problem. That's what we want to do. We're, anybody and everybody that we can help, we want to help him.
Absolutely.
I mean, David have put in a lot of effort and a lot of work for the cause. And if we can give something back, we're going to give back. Tuba Bear says, excellent plan, ladies. Thank you. Thank you very much. We put our heads together and we're hard.
We are definitely a good team. It's like a yin and yang thing going on, I think,
Yeah, like Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde, that is for sure.
We're like the good Bonnie and Clyde. Like, so I would tell you something funny, Soup Mama. I was thinking this the other day. So, like when we start getting a lot of people again and like we're convoying somewhere, I really want just one time to like jump ahead. You know how Paul Revere screamed, "The British are coming, the British," during the revolution? Like, I want to go ahead with a megaphone and be like, "The truckers are coming, the truckers are coming."
We need one of the CBs with the PA system attached to it.
I'm not playing. I want to put one of those on my car.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. You know what? I actually I have to get some of those flagpole holders like you have on your windows. I have some more flags I want to put up on the truck, but I have to get some of those flag holders. So
badflag.com.
Okay, you're gonna have to send me that in a text because I'll totally forget, and I don't want to have to rewatch this whole live to find it again.
badflag.com. I want to order some more. I have flags all over my car.
I definitely need some. So, Yeah, so no, because actually it was really cool. We had another great patriot pop by the the like
Base.
home front, I guess, so to speak, the home front right now. And they actually dropped off one of the Truckers Freedom Convoy flags for me.
Oh, cool.
That has that has the trucks on it and everything. It says Freedom Convoy 2022.
Oh, that
So I'm really, really looking forward to putting that up on my truck. So I really need to get some of those flag holders for the windows.
Troy, what state are you?
Oh, hey, Troy. I didn't know you were on here somewhere.
He just popped in. He's like, surprise visitor.
Oh, very cool. No, wait, I missed that somewhere.
Diesel Doctor. I have a feeling it's gonna last a lifetime. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah,
Countryman,
absolutely.
that's our type of person right there. He says he has 35 years of customer
Yes, I
service
saw that.
experience, blah, 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 high energy, grabs a little. That's our type of person.
Yeah,
That's
you
what we,
gotta have a lot of energy to keep up with us girls, just saying, because
yeah,
we're always on the go.
yes. And like when I don't have anything to do, it makes me crazy. I'll be
Mhm.
pacing. I need to do something. I need to do something. I need to do
Yeah,
something.
yeah, no, it's your leg, your leg. You sit there and you shake your leg like you're ready to run.
I,
It's great.
I have the leg shake syndrome. Doctor, I think it'll be over by the middle of summer. Okay. You're allowed to have an opinion. I know I'm not going to be over. I'm be doing this. I'm be fighting for anything that I feel like is wrong the rest of our life. Like that's, when are y'all twerking on Twitch? How much are you paying?
I don't twerk.
Just
I
kidding.
don't know.
I'm just kidding.
I,
I don't know how to twerk.
yeah, I don't either. I've never even attempted it, and I don't think I want to.
That's what I love the trolls.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see what pops up, but
Yeah, I like. Well, I always got to give them that dumb comment back. So
well, you know, things
twerking on
happen.
Twitch though. That kind of goes together. Twitch twerking.
I don't know. It sounds really. What is Twitch?
It's
I don't
some
know.
other
Do you know what that is?
platform or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm still learning as I go. There's so many platforms and stuff out there. I can't keep up with them all.
I know.
I
I
love that expression on your face. You're like,
be glad. Well, you've seen me get on my TikTok live where I just sit and I like do this
yeah, no, I know.
the
Yeah.
whole time,
And you were asking if there were like, bats in the bat cave, you know.
and people watch it. They watch it.
I know that was fun when we did that. That was really fun when we did that TikTok. That was interesting. We'll have to do that again sometime.
Yeah, it happens. Twitch is another platform mostly for gamers.
Okay.
There we
But
go.
others have started to use it now. Okay, well that's cool.
Someone's
I'll never remember your password for it. That's what happens to me. I sign up for these platforms and I can never remember what the password
you
was.
need a password saver. There's an app for that.
Well, I usually get I know this sounds terrible because it's Google and I shouldn't, but like I usually try and save it on there because I'm retarded and don't know how this stuff works. So it happens.
Diesel Doctor, what happens after elections? Anything good for us? I don't know about Sue Mama, but I am not a fortune teller.
No. But I will tell you this. This is what I will say. You know, the movement guys, okay, so everybody wants to know what happens with accountability and what happens with what about these mandates or stopping, GMOs or whatever else that comes afterwards or going after the pedophiles or whatever their cause may be, okay? And all of those things are worthy avenues to, go and pursue and all that other stuff. But the movement right now, the movement to end the emergency declaration, it's like busting the lock on the door with the crowbar,
Yeah,
okay? Once you get the door open, the possibilities are endless, okay? But you've got to bust the lock first. And that's kind of what this is. This is that first step. That's why it's so important that we get everybody united and everybody on the same page, working for the same goals on the national and state and local levels, guys. It's so important. That's what this is about, is taking the crowbar, jamming it in there and busting that lock open so that we can go after all of the other things, the accountability and everything that we are all looking for. So just so you guys realize, like, that's what this is really all about. So it is, and this is a slow process. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. Obviously, you know, all these mandates and all of these laws and the loss of our freedoms, it just didn't happen overnight. This has been little by little by little. This is what we were talking about. So, you know, we have to start small. So we have to concentrate all our energy on just breaking through the first barrier. And that's what's so important for everybody to understand. It's all about breaking through that first barrier. And once you get through there, then, like I said, the door is open and you can go after all of the other things. But we all need to work together to get that lock busted first and open that.
Not only that, you really only, when you're tackling something as big as what we're trying to tackle, you can really only do one thing at a time. It's just not plausible to say, well, I want to deal with this, and then also on the side, I want to do this, this, and this, because there's so much involved in trying to deal with this one thing. They're major projects that you can really only take on one task at a time.
Right.
You know, we do get questions. Like, a major question we had is the fuel prices. Trust us, we would love to be trying to do something with that. Everybody stop driving for a couple days. Maybe it'll help. But here's what I tell everybody: if you have an idea and you want to come to us with that idea, then that idea, then it's already planted in you. Start something, plan something, and do it. Where, you know, the only people who can save you is you.
That's right.
It's you.
You know, and you've got to be able to stand up for yourself, guys. That's what this comes down to. You know, look, you know, Nicole and I are just normal, everyday, working class people. And that's all it takes is for, you know, each one of us to just say enough and say no more, and let's stand up and let's stand together. And that's what this is truly all about. You know, there's nobody here that's more important than anyone else. We all have gifts, we all have things that we can bring to the table. You know, we all have these great ideas, and when we come together, you can make great things happen. But it just takes a little bit of courage to stand up and take that first step. And you'd be amazed at where you can go once you take that first step.
You know, and watching my doctor's office video earlier, if you listen, at the very end, I make a statement and I say, if everybody in the world would take their masks off and not put them back on, this would go away.
Exactly. There's nothing they could do about it.
Exactly. Because it would be the people saying we're not doing it no more. What are they going to do? Are they going to close everything because we don't want to wear masks? No, because they need to make money.
Yep.
Let's face it. So the more people that you can get on board to join with you, the more likely you are to have success. You're not going to be able to get people on board if you don't go around and talk to them.
Right.
Which is a lot of what we try to do together is public outreach and educating people. That's why I had no problem doing that in the doctor's office today. I actually had a girl that shared. So this is kind of ironic. She took the time to creep my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, and go through my pictures and say, well, you have a mask on in this picture. I was at the zoo with my kids last year, 2020. Sorry, 2 years ago, 2020. And I said, well, yeah, look at the date on that.
Yep.
You know, that's before we knew everything that was going on with this. That was before I was educated. And then she found other pictures of me at work wearing my mask. And I was like, oh, congratulations. You know, I work in healthcare. I mean, let's face it. I already got vaccinated to save my job. I don't lie to anybody about that. Do you think I'm not going to put on a mask to save my job as well? I still got to take care of my kids. But I haven't worked, guys, in 2 months. In 2 months. I don't want to put the mask back on. I don't want to. But for her to like be petty and share those pictures, oh, look here, you're going to share a video about refusing to wear a mask in doctor's office. But 2 years ago, you were wearing a mask. Yeah, I was. 2 years ago, I was complying because I was afraid of the repercussions. I'm not afraid no more. So anybody that has went through my Facebook and creeped on me and felt like we should really dig deep into her life, by all means, go ahead. But I'm going to tell you that when you find those pictures, it's because I was afraid of the repercussions of not wearing them. I am no longer afraid. Anyway, there's my rant.
We have to have those once in a while.
Yes.
But the thing is that you and I both feel very passionately about this movement, and that's something that I think is one of the reasons that we are such great friends, is because we are both on the same page when it comes to the movement. You know what I mean? We are great patriots. We are very passionate about what we speak about, because at the end of the day, we're both moms, and it's that mama bear coming out because we're looking to protect our kids, and not just our kids, but everybody else's kids and grandkids and aunts and uncles and cousins and whatever, friends and whatever you may be. But it comes down to the choice, guys. That's what it comes down to, is we're fighting for you to have the choice, not coerced, but a choice, a true informed choice, where you have informed consent and not coerced consent. And that's really one of the most important things we're fighting for.
Okay, I want to address a comment. Someone said, Gray Wolf is leaving California for Pennsylvania. Have your friend ride with him. No begging for money necessary. Well, that would be a great option, except that he has a vehicle and a trailer he needs to get. And actually, it's a she that's going to Pennsylvania. Both people, and we're not begging. If you don't want to help by any means, please don't. But if you do, then God bless you. But it's kind of hard to ride with somebody when you also have a vehicle and a trailer that you need to get back as well. Otherwise, we would throw that out there as an option. Some people love their masks and will wear them forever, and that's okay, Donna.
Somebody's asking.
I always got to bring up stuff. No, just playing.
Okay, so somebody brought up something about seatbelts. I just want to point out, guys, I am not driving. My car is parked and stationary right now. So most of the time, if I do a live from my car, it is, well, actually not most of the time. I have not done a single live from my car where I was driving and the car was in motion, unless no, I don't think I've done any lives like that. I think the only other time I've ever recorded anything was when the phone was in the car holder. So I don't wear a seatbelt when I'm sitting stationary in my car and it's not on. So
I know where he's going. I don't think it has to do with you being in the car. I know where this guy's going because I've went through this battle multiple times. He's asking, do you wear seatbelts? Because he wants to say that we follow that law because we wear seatbelts. We follow that. So I've done this argument many times when people say, do you wear a seatbelt? Here's the thing. Sometimes yes, and sometimes no. And do you know why? Because no matter whether there's someone out there telling me I have to wear a seatbelt, I still have a choice when I get in my car. There is not a passenger sitting in my car holding a gun to my head telling me I have to put a seatbelt on. There's not somebody sitting there telling me if you don't wear a seatbelt, you lose your job. There's no one sitting there telling me that if I don't wear a seatbelt, I'm going to die. That does not exist. Here it is. Yes, it is a law. Yes, it is a rule. And yes, there are repercussions for not wearing your seatbelt. I know up front that when I get in that car and I don't put my seatbelt on, there's a possibility I might crash and die. There is a possibility I might pulled over and get a ticket. Those are the repercussions for not wearing a seatbelt. So with that being said, since we're going to compare seatbelts to masks, let it be known that I know the repercussions of not wearing a mask. I might get COVID, but you know what? I might get COVID while wearing a mask too. If I don't get a vaccine, I might get COVID. But guess what? It's a proven fact that even with a vaccine, you'll get COVID. And I am living proof of that. So using seatbelts, go ahead. But I still don't have to put that seatbelt on when I get in that car. So that's really just not a good comparison. Anyway, that's what he was implicating with seatbelts.
Oh. Well, so I just, maybe yes, I read it quick, but I just wanted to clarify that I am obviously not driving my car. So I wouldn't wear a seatbelt if I'm in a stationary car. So
I'd scroll down farther. Seatbelts and masks, not much difference. Big difference.
Yeah. No.
Gray Wolf leaving. JJ doesn't drive either. One of my mods must be in here. You're not supposed to take your kids Adderall, Oh, you know what? Too bad my kids Adderall. So good try. So we'll just go ahead and get rid of that person. You're cute.
Yep. And the negative people, God bless you. Eliminate the negative, accentuate the positive. That is absolutely correct. We love positivity around here, positivity and unity. And that's what we should be worrying about, guys. We should be worrying about being unified in our mission. We should worry about building each other up, not tearing each other down, because that is really, truly the most important thing is to be a good community to one another.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's all right. If they want to talk about Adderall, it's okay. People do it. People do it to me all the time because I'm so skinny. They think I'm on drugs.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, you know what? It doesn't, in this country, it doesn't matter what your size is. You're not perfect. You're either too big or too small. You're either obese and need to quit eating, you need to starve yourself, or you're too skinny, so you must be on drugs and you need to eat a cheeseburger. Y'all, let's focus on the real.
They can pick apart any one of your flaws and tell you you're ugly. I mean, it is what it is. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, folks, and beauty comes from within, not outside. So there's always that.
Like it's, I don't know, like it do like half of the things that we've learned talking to the people we've talked to and whatnot. Like I was telling my mom some of the stuff that, you know, like remember the how we learned about the Head Start program with Pennsylvania and the mandates and the vaccine mandates there. Yep. I was telling my mom about it. I said it's unreal. Like I am terrified for my kids to live in this world right now because of the stuff that we've learned and the people we've talked to. Adderall's some bad stuff. I've never taken it, so I don't know.
Yeah, me either. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I mean, like I know that it's an addictive drug, and I know people that have done it, but personally, I've never done it. So,
well, it's a prescription drug, so you shouldn't be taking it unless it's prescribed to you. So we'll start with that.
Yeah, like people just need to focus on the real issues here.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, cut the negativity and let's stay positive, let's stay uplifting, and stay united, because the pettiness is terrible.
Like, if they're saying negative things to me, then that means they're not saying them to someone else, and I can take it. So, like, just keep it.
There you go. That's all right. I really do love this one, though, Nicole, just for you. Do you know that Mountain Dew is bad for you?
Show you my nightstand, yo.
Girl, I tell you that all the time. But the truth is, guys, I have to tell you, she is notorious for drinking like a third to maybe half of that can. And then she sets it down and she walks away from it. And if it sits there for longer than 10 minutes, she's like, oh, this is no good. And she pours it all out and opens a new can. So she doesn't drink as much Mountain Dew as what you think she does, although it is really terrible stuff for you.
Yeah. Well, my
problem. I'm telling on you. I'm so sorry.
Gotta be in it. What is on the label? What label?
Yeah, what label?
Milk. Someone said milk or milk.
Oh, that you're what you're drinking? I don't know.
Oh, someone must know me. Who's talking to me about Mountain Dew being bad and milk? Because someone's talking about milk, they have to know me. Because I love you. I drink a lot of milk. Or know that I have a tendency of only drinking half of my milk and then deciding I don't want it no more.
Well, like I said, you do that with your Mountain Dew too, so.
Yeah, I do. I do it with a lot of stuff. This is like Adam Beta drinking energy drinks. That is okay.
It's Troy. It's Troy.
Oh no, it's because remember the day I came back to Eggerstown, I was carrying around the milk.
Yes, you were. And Troy, we can't see your name because you have to give StreamYard permission to put your name on through Facebook. So that's why we couldn't figure out who you were. Yeah, or you drink your chocolate milk.
Yeah, Mountain Dew and chocolate milk. Those are my two. You want to win my you want
Pilot coffee. Pilot coffee.
Pilot coffee with French vanilla. Those are the three things. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was so excited this morning. I got up and I was able to put Folgers brew coffee in my coffee maker. I was like, this is the most exciting thing that's happened to me in a month and a half.
Real coffee.
I can brew my own coffee. Oh man, okay. Yes, negative energy turn into positive. So guys, I'll give you a little story. So I have this tattoo and it says no regrets. And a lot of people ask me, like, surely to God, I have regrets in my life. And I've been through a lot of trials. I don't lie to anybody. But this is what I tell them. If I learned something from that situation, then there's no reason to regret it. It is a life lesson. And I can take any negative thing that has happened to me in my life
And learn something from it.
and yes, and I can find something positive in it. So I'll share a little personal information with everybody. I had a really, really bad marriage, a really negative marriage. We don't need to go any farther than that. And I still find the positive. Everybody's like, how can you find positive in that situation? And I'm like, I got a beautiful child out of it. There's my positive. There's my happy. If I wouldn't have went through all that, I would not have this amazing 10-year-old son that I have. So just saying, I can take anything, no matter how bad, and find something good in it. So
yeah, what?
So we should all do that.
Yeah,
Sunshine in the rain.
I've always said that, well, honestly, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. There is that. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But the truth is without the things that happened in my life and the people that I've met or situations I've been in, whether they're good or bad, if they hadn't happened, it wouldn't have made me the person that I am today. And that person, that woman, I really kind of like her. I'm digging her. And it's really empowering when you learn to really appreciate yourself, and you can do really amazing things. And like I said, like Nicole said, there's no regrets if you learn something from it. None at all. Let's see. The past is the past. Let it go and forget it. Move on. Tomorrow's a new day for the rest of your life. That is absolutely right.
C to keep you protected equals get the V to protect yourself. The V. Going with this. Someone said, "Amen, sister." Oh, I put the Folgers song. And someone said, the best part of waking up is Folgers
in your cup.
True story.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, yeah. David, we can see your name. Yes, we can see your name.
People are the total sum of their life experiences, whether good or evil. It's you. That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. I literally tell people all of my terrible things made me who I am today. I refuse to turn into that person. And instead, I'm taking all that energy and I'm letting it out in the most positive ways that I can think of. Death wish, coffee is best.
Ooh, that's that super caffeinated stuff.
It's what?
It's like, okay, so it's like I've seen advertisements for it and I thought about it, but it's like super caffeinated coffee. And I don't know. I just think it probably would give me a heart attack and make me explode and die.
I should try it.
I don't know. I'd just be a little afraid. That's just me, though.
All I drink is coffee and Mountain Dew, and on occasion milk. So.
I drink coffee too, but I don't know. I get a little nervous. That's a lot of caffeine.
Oh, hey, there's someone new, Lisa Robinson. Hi, Lisa.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not nervous. I'll take the chance on the heart attack. Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh, we did drink it at the campground? Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I didn't die. It's all right.
Who gave us Death Wish coffee?
Yeah, really.
Hi, George.
I wonder if that's Troy that gave us Death Wish, because he was showing up as a Facebook user. So maybe that was Troy.
Maybe.
I don't know. He was trying to kill us, and he didn't even tell us. That's kind of, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, hey, Lisa. Yes, it's confusing sometimes, but I do think the plus side is you only have to do it one time. So next time, watch, You don't gotta do it again. Someone says you have enough energy. I know I do. But made coffee at the cabin. It was Seth Wish. Oh, so that must be
Zach
that
or
or
Ron.
dad.
Yes.
Well, okay, I
Okay.
did not die, and it didn't give me the jitters. So
Oh yeah, no, I didn't die either. I guess I just really needed the caffeine that morning. That's awesome.
yes, countryman, I agree. One random act of kindness can change anybody's world. That's
It
why I
can.
don't care like how bad my day is. I tell you what, I leave
Uh-oh.
the drive through to the
Here
workers.
comes.
I am I cutting in and out again?
Yes.
Oh my god, my stupid freaking crap. Let me just sit here for a minute. You talk.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. So let me just troll the comments here and see. Oh yeah, the one random act of kindness can change the world. It's kind of like the butterfly effect.
Mm-hmm.
Butterfly flaps its wings and but the truth is that you never know how you're going to affect somebody and how you're going to inspire them in one way or another. And life has a funny way of doing that, where you end up meeting people that are like, hey, you inspired me to do this and this, and it's just it's amazing. I mean, it
Yes.
happens a lot actually, in this movement. It really does. The more people that you meet, the more people you find out that you inspire through something you did or said, or maybe somebody caught alive and said, wow, you just really inspired me to do more. And if that's what I'm here to do, is just inspire that one more person, that's good enough for me. That's an amazing powerful thing. So
I like the ones that we talk to that say because they heard something we said or watched something we did that they now want to step up to, that
yeah.
we get courage. That is not that that's what I started out on planning on doing.
No, not at
My
all, but it is.
That's my favorite thing to hear, that because they seen us step up and do something, even if it's just a few words, that they now have the courage to do what they couldn't do before. And
Yeah,
that's what it takes, one person.
or when somebody tells you that you gave them hope again. That's the other big one for me. That one always touches me here. And when you have the kids, so there's a lot of kids out there that I've been meeting, and when the kids are like, hey, I watch you, and I watch your lives, and I look forward to see what you're doing, and you inspire me. I mean, those are some pretty, I mean, that's a really really great responsibility. And it's a wonderful responsibility, but a responsibility nonetheless. And it's fantastic to hear that kind of support from everyone.
So
Yeah, I
just
love you. I love that.
wondering what I'm doing. These are all cards that I got either handed at rallies or over in Hagerstown. And I come home because I'm not going to lie, I miss home. But I come home and I made a wall out of them. You guys can see, and they're from all over the country. I made a wall out of these to remind me why I keep pushing. See, isn't that beautiful?
It
That one,
is.
that one. It just like this one here. They're little kids' fingerprints, guys. From I'm guessing a Sunday school. But all of these they're their fingerprints, and then they put their names with them. And it's just a reminder. And look, these girls sent their picture with their cards, and it's just an inspiration to for me not to give up. Like, even if y'all don't feel like I'm doing something, I mean, this, yes I am, even if it's just talking and somebody hears it. And this is what keeps me going,
And,
besides my
and the truth is that I know, and I know Nicole feels the same way. Every time we get a card or something like that, it just reminds us that we are their voice too.
yeah.
Those cards come from a lot of people that for whatever reason can't make the trip or can't be there in person. But when we're there, We are representatives of all you folks that are at home. Some of you that, might be a single mom that can't get away from your job, or can't, get away for more than one day here or there, or somebody that has to work full time. But when you send us those letters and those cards and the love and the support and your hopes and your dreams, we carry all that stuff with us, and we hear you, and we try very hard to make sure that we can be a voice for you. So, that's, and I know I have, a bunch of my cards. I carry them with me, and keep them close
We
because,
all do. I know anybody that got cards like that, they're
yeah,
they're keeping them close.
yeah, they are near and dear. So, but anyway, I think I am going to pop off for the evening, as I have a busy day tomorrow. As you know, I will be opening my store up in Tamaqua for the day. So I will be in
I,
Tamaqua, Pennsylvania tomorrow, guys. And
yes.
and I will be there for the day, and then I'll be back on Thursday.
And if
So
anybody, like,
you
if
can
any of
see
you ladies, like, not, that I'm trying to sell Soup Mama or anything, but she has a really great makeup. I bought some.
Thank
It's
you. Thank
not really
you.
right now. So sorry, y'all get this, like,
Listen,
cooked to dinner and cleaned my house today. Look.
totally not wearing any today, but as most of you know, when I'm on the road, the convoy part of it, I don't bother. I just haven't bothered. But yeah, so I will be. So if anybody tries to get a hold of me tomorrow, just know that my internet reception is sort of spotty from time to time up there, just because I'm like up in the northern PA in the woods. So
It's holler. We call it the holler.
the holler, okay. Um, But
Holler.
yeah, so and I will, like I said, I will try and get those routes for Connecticut posted sometime tomorrow if I can manage it in between everything else. Um, but we are planning on heading there. Like I said, we will be leaving Friday sometime to head out that way. Saturday will be the rally. Sunday we'll be headed back. And I know Nicole is doing her state capitol on Saturday, which is so exciting because I'm sure I'm going to want to like pop on and like see what's going on your live feed. And I'm going to try and run one, I think,
Yeah.
while we're up in Connecticut. So I think
Yes.
it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, definitely. It's like I feel like I need to take two phones so I can be watching you over here and live streaming.
I know, I know. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm thinking something very similar. Like how do I live stream and keep in touch? So I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out.
Second
Um,
secondary phone in my car. That's what I do.
well, I do have a second one that I could maybe I'll have to see if
But
I
just
can make
put
it work.
it in your car and take it with you. Like I remember I got the Wi-Fi set up in my car.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? That's what I'm actually using tonight right now because my internet was so bad trying to get on this thing.
Yeah.
So
My
I
friend
hooked
got
it up.
the other day and he was like because you've seen my setup in my car. He's like, "What do you have going on in here?" And I
Yeah,
was like, "This is my CV and this is my Wi-Fi." And he's like, "Your car has Wi-Fi."
I
Yeah,
love how you call it Wi-Fi.
it's a Wi-Fi. Okay.
Don't
As long
forget
as
your battery
you don't-
packs. I need to find battery packs. I think that's part of my problem. Like
oh,
I
I have
have power
plenty.
banks.
I
I
have plenty.
have some,
Okay. I was
but
say I
I
don't
just
like a ton, so I can give you some.
I don't charge them. I don't remember that I have them and then I forget and I use them one time and never charge them again. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't even know if mine work, to be honest. I might have to buy new ones.
Well, I have a lot, but I'm not going to see you for a week. So,
So I might have to buy one or two to get me through the weekend. I don't know. I guess we'll stop somewhere. I'm sure like a
thank
Five
you.
Below or something has them. What?
Tupa said we had great fresh face and smile, no makeup needed. Thank you.
Aw, thank you. Oh,
And
I love this. I'm a burly man and would consider purchasing from Soup Mama. Oh, that is awesome. Well, listen, I mean, nieces, nephews, girlfriends, whatever, you let me know. I will hook you up and make you a nice like gift basket for somebody.
look, her makeup, it's good stuff. Look, I bought it, and the first day I was like, let me put some on.
Oh yeah, no, she was having a field day, and actually, Jen and I, yeah, right, Jersey Jen and I were sitting there watching you. We were having a good time.
Well, I hadn't worn makeup in like a month, so
I know,
yeah.
and then you had the liquid highlighter mess.
We're not gonna tell anybody about that. That's
No, but
no.
listen, Nicole got a good lesson in liquid highlighter.
Okay. Anyway, yo guys. All right, we're gonna say goodnight. Jeff,
Yeah, because it's getting a little goofy now.
thank you so much for coming on in case we needed assistance because we're both technology illiterate.
Yeah, I know. And I do have to call you at some point. I promise I will when I have a few free minutes. Um, life has just been a little crazy for me because my phone never stops ringing. Never stops.
I know, even like here, I have started putting my phone on silent overnight. Good
Oh,
night.
I believe it.
All right, guys. Good night.
Good night, everyone. We love you. God bless. And hopefully we'll see you either in Connecticut with me or
Indiana with me.
that way.
I do the same thing.
Well, that's because it's like
Or
backwards, totally backwards.
see you very soon.
So we will see you hopefully this weekend, guys. We love you so much. Take care, guys.